Good evening. How many of you have wondered what it's like to be a filmmaker? Yes, that's right, all of you. Now, the idea for the show is very simple. I show you a small selection of filmmakers. Each of them are ready to join the next generation of filmmaking. In tonight's episode, I will be showing you 4 unique filmmakers ready and raring to go. And they are Mr. Adam Reynolds, Jack Hanna, Jared D. Tracy and Eden Carr.
Yeah, mate, how are you doing?
Alright,
Nice to see you.
Yeah. Right, so just to start off, I'm just going to ask you a bit about you, why you started filming, some of the films you've made, and we'll just go on from there.
I think one of the main things is just the novelty of showing people what you can see. It's a brilliant feeling because like everybody's interested in showing what they like.
Yeah.
And I just like filming it, putting it together and showing other people what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
There's just such a good thing about it. It's something to wake up to every day.
So it's something that, so it's letting other people see what you're seeing.
Yeah, it's my mind's eye, what I'm seeing. I like to show people that.
Yeah. So it's all about what you like to see or how you see things.
Yeah.
Or what I want to be when I'm older is a writer or a filmmaker or something else that's fun, like creative.
Something creative, yeah.
Or a boxer, that reads my brain.
I've got to say this, it's the best because it's the only thing they've got major planned. It's called Eden, which is basically a fantasy drama. Some people I've been in contact with working on the film say it's a short and others say it's a feature, but to be honest it's 1 minute 30 seconds a page and it's probably a cost of feature for 60 pages or so.
Right.
But it's interesting because it's the first thing I want to do, but it's the specialised thing I want to do.
Right.
Because I want to do fantasy or sci-fi type films with using visual effects and whatnot.
Right, so bigger in terms of visual effects as well as a bigger film.
Yeah.
Right.
To film because like started filmmaking because it's like kind of in my family in a sense. Like I think because my great granddad who was a filmmaker in Northwest. Since knowing about him a lot more and doing this film course more, it's broadened my kind of like perspective of film, and it's made kind of like wanting to film more enjoyable for me. Like trying to create a story behind something, trying to have a vision of what kind of you want to see and stuff.
So the story is very important to you then when filmmaking.
Yeah, I think a good story is a good film. Depends on how it is. People say if it's got a good story but it's a really bad film because just the way it's shot, because of the actors that you cast. I think it's all important, but I think the most important thing is story, because story is the thing that brings life to the film.
I mean, obviously, as you know, I have really like, sometimes my views can be a bit dark, sometimes my views can be a bit light, you know. But I do have a message, and that's kind of like, you know, I don't know how to explain it, because it can be seen as controversial, or, you know, it's like...
Most filmmakers are.
Yeah, most filmmakers are, and I will show it. It's like, you know, I mean, the world, as we know, it's not light and beautiful. There's war going on, hunger, starvation, murder, etc., etc., and I mean, it's that kind of stuff.
And that's how you
I
show
do.
with film.
Yeah, I don't really want to show that.
So you want to show that the world isn't perfect.
The world isn't perfect, no.
The best one for me, it's one of my test adverts I did for my links.
Yeah.
I used one of the songs off the Grand Budapest Hotel, and I used you yourself as one of the actors, and it was a good advert. It was really fun to do. I normally do skate and BMX stuff, but it's just the change. It was brilliant.
So was it the change that made it better, or was it?
It was the change that made it better, because it's just interesting to film and interesting to like work with loads of people, and I don't know, it was really fun.
Yeah.
And it's something that I do want to carry on doing in my life.
Yes. So it's like nice to do sort of different things every so often, but always going back to skating and stuff like that.
So, skating and BMXing is like
Yeah.
my life. That's what my life revolves around.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of friends that are good at the stuff. So
It's something to capture.
it's there to capture.
Yeah.
Not many people are capturing it. And
Yeah.
at the moment, for my final project, I'm working on a skate video for 3 of my friends.
What's
Cannot
it
say.
similar to?
A lot of people have been saying Game of Thrones, but I disagree with that.
Why
because
would you
basically, when we did the research to find out what we want the film to look like, we've gone more down the independent path. And actually, The Woodsman, which is a short documentary, like a day in a life, got inspired by having the same colour correction for that, but also think about Lord of the Rings slightly. It's like we haven't say which films we're copying because we're not copying, we're making something completely new.
Yeah.
So
Completely original.
yeah, but people keep saying it's like Lord of the Rings. Oh,
Yeah.
that's Game of Thrones. Ah, you copied that. Yeah.
I just love film.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think we all do. It's why we do it, just to get like our mind's eye out to other people.
Yeah.
And we all have fun doing it. It's not a job you don't enjoy. You might have a burst of 10 minutes where you don't enjoy it, but there's always going to be a moment in your day where you still love it.
Yeah.
You can go home, like tonight I'll just go home, maybe see a few friends beforehand and go watch a few films on Netflix.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, it's a good plan. Very good plan.
I've got ideas of coming of age films because I think just those kind of films are really good films to make because you can share your kind of experience in like teenage years.
You know, it's just like, you know, don't just, if you have ideas, go out there and just shoot it, you know.
Any idea, just make a film.
Just make a film about it, you know. It doesn't matter how dark or controversial, just make it, you know. No one's going to stop you. A lot of people are going to stop you at the BBFC, but, you know.
BBFC.
Always put it online and say that it was leaked, but it wasn't there. We all know it's not.
Okay. Thank you, Jared. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Right, thanks up. I need a cup of tea now. It's freaking cold.
Thank you very much. It's been very fun.
I've enjoyed it more than you have. That's all we have time for this evening. Next week I'll be bringing you another small selection of filmmakers just raring to get into the industry. That's all from me, Nathan Brown, and my small group of filmmakers. Good night.